Yo, what is up, YouTube? Breezy J here. And, you know, not only making videos on here is something that I do. I don't usually share my personal information, but we're going to talk about that. So, as you see in the title, it says something about community busing. I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. By the time you see this, it'll automatically have a title. So, it's probably going to have something to do with community busing. My job and what I do, my career, is being a school bus driver. It's something that I've done since 2017. And I started at community busing. They helped me get my CDL B, and I've been a bus driver ever since then. I spent many years there, since 2017 up until 2019. And then I wanted to explore different areas, such as working in districts. If you're not familiar with what community busing is, most states have different busings. We deal with preschool. Well, community busing deals with preschool and special needs students, ranging from elementary to high school. So after I left community busing, I had went and explored the districts. I've worked with 3 different districts, one not being my favorite. I mean, it's the city that I lived in, but they didn't pay the highest. Then I went up north of where I live, probably about a good 20-25 minute drive from where I live. And, it was only for subbing. And then I want to say probably October of 2020, I got a contract with a district that was probably about 15 minutes away, maybe about 15 minutes. And I was contracted in. Then, that's what I do now. So I'm a contracted bus driver. I left community busing back in 2019 of December, during Christmas break. I um I just wanted to explore different areas. I've grown to like district, but the hours and how much you make are very limited. You can make field trips, which is where the money comes in, but that's if they even have any. So, the whole question of this video is, would I ever return, or will I ever return to community busing? Well, back in September of 2020, I tried to return to community busing, or CBS. It's a place that I love. I'm friends with a lot of people there, and I just love the environment. So I applied, got my fingerprints. They were gonna schedule a physical. In fact, I think they did. But then they said, well, we can't bring him back because he hasn't been gone a year yet. Okay, that's fine. Stayed with the school up north as a sub up until I got contracted with a school to my west or east. I'm directionally challenged, so I don't know which is which. So I live about 5 minutes from community bus, 5 or 10, probably in between that. I've been trying to get in there since September. Like, literally trying to get in there. The first time it was in denial. But now they're backdooring people. They're bringing people in that because they're in desperate need of drivers. I, it's hard to explain it. It's the only opportunity I have. Other than that, I probably won't have another opportunity. Um, I've been weighing a lot of pros and cons, and it's drawing me right in the center. You know, and I'm not going to get into that out here. Between the price range, the hours, the pays over the summer versus the pay that they don't offer during the summer unless you do summer enrichment programs at community. I live in Trumbull County in Ohio. It's probably a little too personal, but Trumbull County is pretty large. Community works with all, 19 different school districts. And you travel from, let's just give an example. You could pick up a student in Lordstown and they can go to Hubbard schools. You can pick up a Brookfield student and they go to McDonald schools, which is probably like a 35-40 minute drive away. So it's a lot of good hours that's there. It's an opportunity that I have right now. What's drawing me is my friends. Where I work now, there's only 5 drivers. Wow. 5 different routes. So yeah, 5 drivers. Where at community, there's probably like 30, maybe more, I think. So co-workers, it was a great environment. So the thing is since September I've been trying to get back into community busing, but there wasn't an open door. I have an open door now. If I breach the contract through the school district, I'll never be able to get back in there again in the future. That's a tough decision to make. Do I want to make more money? Or do I want to be contracted? Personally, in my mind, money isn't everything, but it sure is nice to have something that you can pay bills with. It's not like I wouldn't have any opportunities in the summertime because they're there. Well, they would be there if COVID wasn't here, but those are probably going to be lifted soon. So there might just be something going on. A lot of things are returning. If you really like what you do, which is being a bus driver, and this is how I see it, and I've been playing it hard since I, got the call them asking if I would come if I was interested in returning. It's really something I can't pass up. I mean, it's like they thought of me. Hey, let's ask Breezy J if he's still interested in returning, and even though that they already knew it, they had to ask anyways, part of their policy. And I've been putting in probably I probably filled out 15 applications since summer of last year. And I told my friends, might not be next, back in spring of last year, I told them, might not be this summer. Might be the following summer that I would return. Wow. I think I'm gonna have to go that direction because I have a really great support system there, and things have changed since I've been there last. So I'm really drawn in the middle of what I really want to do. Do I want more hours? Do I want to make more money? There's a lot of options to take when it comes to being a bus driver. I can go to a whole completely different, district and maybe paying like $24 an hour. But thinking of it logically, it's not about the money. It's about doing what you think is best. And personally for me, I love working with special needs. I've learned so much since I started. Special needs and regular ed are two different categories. They're the same, they just have different. You guys, I don't have to explain it, you guys know what the difference is. Regular ed and special needs. I work really well with special needs, autism, health issues, brittle bone or seizure prone or diabetic. They can't ride the regular ed buses. And so I'm stuck in the middle, like, either way, I'm still going to be doing the same thing. Making sure they get to school, to and from school safely. To and from home safely. I really miss working at community. So the question is will I return to community? I don't know. I do know. But you never know. Will I ever return to community? Will I return to community? And they want me to come back on the 22nd, which is 6 work days. Thought process. No time to think. But this weekend. And it's Saturday. And I have to make up that decision by Monday. I've been thinking it and I've been weighing it in. As much as I hate to breach a contract, it really relies on what's best for me. I have a door open now that I've been trying to get open since September. What would you do if you knew they paid more? If you knew you got more hours, more opportunity? But better yet, with your friends that you've had the past 5-6 years compared to just less than one. it's really hard to pass up. That's like, think of it this way, it's kind of like living with your parents for 18 years, moving into your own house, but guess what? You can't afford it. They go and evict you. You have nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. But your parents offer to bring you back home. Move in with us until you're stable again. You're not gonna go out on the street and sleep under a cardboard box. You're gonna be marching your way back to your parents' house. See, community is my home. It's been my home since 2017. They've done a lot for me. Good and bad. But I've made a lot of friends there. And a lot of money. That's something I can't pass up. Quite a few of the people that I work with now are really gonna be mad. But it's not about what's best for them. It's about what's best for me. I'm still thinking about it though. It's a possibility. Most definitely a possibility. But right now, I'm gonna think about it a lot more. I'm thinking of the community side. I just get that guilty feeling. Guilty feeling of leaving them last resort minute. I don't want them to feel like I'm putting them on the back burner, because I'm not. I'm just doing it because right now my life is a mess. It's a huge mess. And I need to get back on track. It's been a mess since I left there. And I need to get back on track. I need to get back on track. It's just something I need to do. So if anyone from that district sees this, just want you to know that I'm sorry. I have to go with community. The door is open and I can't pass that up, because that opportunity may not be there next time. And for those of you around the world watching this, thank you for listening to my rant or my vlog. I appreciate it. Comment your thoughts on what you would do. I'd like to see, from your perspective, on what you would do. Thank you. Breezy J,